right now it's currently meant for the post-secondary age, so anywhere from 17 to 25. We have a few people who are a little bit older than that as well, but it's meant to be just a place for people who have faith that can journey in faith a little bit deeper, but also those who have questions about it, who may not be having a journey in faith, but have questions about it for their whole lives. It's a space for them to ask those questions. Mosaic started probably 6 or 7 years ago. It actually was more of an alumni church and what you might term or define as a classic church. It had a children's ministry, met at Munn Chapel, but it slowly kind of evolved into more of a post-secondary student kind of church in the past probably 3 or 4 years. So the chaplain that was here before me, she made that switch and felt like it should be more geared towards post-secondary students.
I find all I need here in your presence, Lord. I open up my...
The purpose behind it is for those who maybe have had a bad experience with church in the past, or maybe they haven't had a bad experience but they've heard of bad experiences in the church. It just kind of eliminates any threat. It's not a classic church environment. It's a place where many people, they have most of their fun while they're in their university career.
I think it's just to provide me with the space to ask questions when I need to, or the space to try and determine who God is in my life.
It's not a godly concept. Shame doesn't come from God. Shame comes from sin. It actually comes from the enemy or the devil. So let me unpack a fairly straightforward concept for you now. It's the difference in conviction and condemnation. So conviction is what happens to us as Christians when you do other than God's will. Drunkenness has been outside of the will of God ever since God's been dealing with his people. So you ought not get drunk. Do you know why God says you shouldn't get drunk? Because when you are drunk or when you are intoxicated on any substance, you have passed control over your reason and your emotions to that substance.